going on, guys? I'm Frank Wack, and welcome back to Wack Weekly. This episode is going to be entitled, To Be a Better Wack. The point to the title is just to explain to you guys what's going to be going on in my channel over the next month, ongoing months into next year, and I know it's not even February. Well, it is February when you see this. It's not at this moment. Does that make sense? Whatever. So in my just slightly over 2 years of YouTube, I've learned a lot of things. I've learned to stay consistent because that's how you get an audience. That's how you get people to stay and watch more than one of your videos at a time. I've learned that you have to do what you love and not what you think will get clicks. Because when you do what you think will get clicks, you stop loving it and then your audience realizes that and then they back out. YouTube is hard. That's the other thing I've learned. YouTube is not an easy job, It's not just put camera up in a certain way, make a fancy backdrop, or even don't, and then talk in front of said camera. It's not that easy. The equipment itself is expensive, and lighting is very important. I wish I could take the camera off so I could show you the lighting. But, you have to figure out how to do lighting properly. You have to figure out how to edit properly. You have to figure out how to stay consistent properly. You have to figure out what you want to do. And there's a lot of work to it. There's a lot of stuff that goes behind the scenes that you guys don't even see in this video. And it's really important to me to mention that, because if not, then all that work kind of goes out the door. And it's really important. You go back and watch some of my earlier videos before I have the fancy lighting and before I have the super good microphone. Play a clip from the Vic Mignogna interview, future me.
You lied to me!
See what I mean? It's horrible. So this year, I'm getting really serious with my work. I'm getting consistent, finally, after 2 years. Part of that's because, I'm finally at a point where I can be consistent, and I understand what I want to do, and I understand how to get it up in a consistent manner. We're looking at 2 videos a week. Wack Weekly will be a weekly thing, period. I don't care what I have to do to get it up on Thursday every week. I'll get it up on Thursday every week. We have 2 new shows coming. 2 new shows that'll be bi-weekly every Tuesday, one and then the other, and then the first one, then the second, and the first one, and the second. You know what I mean? The first one is called Tens, and it's not your average list top 10 countdown video. It's not in any particular order. It's just 10 things, 10 this or 10 that. And it's going to cover, all topics of fandom, video games and anime and conventions and fandom lifestyle. And, it's going to go outside of just fandom and into the community that surrounds us and all around. Movies, TV, what have you. If it has a fandom, I will probably cover it. We plan for this series to never be negative. And that goes along with how I've tried to alter my lifestyle to be a force of positivity. I want to live in what Xavier Woods, if you follow wrestling, would call the power of positivity. And I firmly believe that. I feel like the more positive you get, the more positive you start to feel. Listening to music that has a negative connotation or watching a sad movie, it makes you sad. Even if it's not directly to you, you still feel that way and it starts to embody you. And the same thing if you feel positive. There's an old Indian legend I wrote about in my very first blog on my website, links in the description below, about the white and gray wolf. I don't want to go into details because it's a little long, but it's in my blogs. I'll link it. I'm not going to do like the 10 worst fandoms of 2016 or this fandom sucks because blah. But that doesn't mean we won't cover not positive topics. Like, instead of saying 10 reasons why Dark Souls sucks, we're going to be like, well, 10 things that Dark Souls could do better in my opinion. Not that I'm going to actually make that video, that's just an example. Tell me to get good in the comments below, because that's what you're going to do anyway. The other series is going to be informative. It's going to be an educational piece, tentatively called What Is, and that's because I don't have a better title for it at the moment. Things I have coming up, What Is Steven Universe, which I still haven't watched any of. Not a bit of it. Like I said, the purpose of the What Is series will be to educate you on a new fandom, to give you a brief introduction to what this fandom is about. And if you feel like after I give that explanation to you that you like it, I'm going to give you ways that you can see it, play it, do it.
Just do it!
On top of 2 videos a week, I plan on having up 1 video interview a month. I've been focusing really hard on interviews in the last couple of years. It made things really inconsistent. It made what I felt like I was doing wasn't enough for the conventions, for like the passes that I was getting and the accommodations that I was getting to help them. And so I want to focus on other things, but I still want to do the interviews because I really do enjoy them. On top of that, we plan on doing live streams once per quarter, per 3-month period. We'll definitely let you guys know a month and a half ahead of time for sure. The first one will probably end up being in May, when I think I'm going to try to tackle all 10 Mega Man games in one day. But we'll do special gaming streams or other streams once a quarter to do just cool things that I think will be cool and get a lot of attention. I wanted to make this video to thank you guys, really. I wanted to let you know what's coming up. I wanted to inform you guys, because without you, this channel goes nowhere. Without you, there is no community that this channel is supposed to be based off of. I really wanted to make this channel to create a social hub for the convention scene around my area. I wanted to draw, the con community to this channel so that I can, I can keep you informed on cons. I can entertain you or educate you with my 10s or this series or the What Is series or my interviews or whatever. Whatever I plan on doing in the future, whatever I plan on doing tomorrow, I want that community here so that we can be a community. So it's time for the sellout segment now. If you like this video, give it a like, give it a share, give it a comment. You can subscribe down below. It's down there somewhere. I'm going to learn one of these days which side it's on. It's somewhere. It's a big red button if you haven't subscribed. Share it to your friends. Tell them about me. If you're a con goer and you love what I'm doing or you want me to be doing something else, tell me what you would like me to be doing on, like, what 10s you would like me to do, what fandoms you'd like me to cover, and what stuff you want me to talk about in future episodes of Whack Weekly. Just put all that below. I read every comment. I reply to 90% of them. You troll me, I'm not trolling you back. But in the meantime, I am Frank Whack once again, and here are some new and interesting videos.